You've changed your identity way more often than you've changed your phone. Every new month you try to reboot your life, and every new month you quietly become the same person again. You're not lost because you're weak. You're re-lost because you keep trying to build a future on a personality that expires every time things get uncomfortable. The truth is ugly. You haven't been growing. You've just been rebranding your confusion. Think about your last 3 years. Count how many times you said, "From tomorrow I'll be different." New notebook, new morning routine, new app, new goals, new hairstyle. And then slowly, invisibly, you returned to the default version of yourself, the one that's scared to commit. Not scared of failure, scared of consistency. Because consistency forces you to confront a question you've never answered honestly. Who are you actually trying to become? Most people would rather chase motivation forever than face that question once. Here's the reality: nobody wants to speak out loud. The reason you never stick to your habits, isn't because they're hard. It's because you don't believe they're attached to you. You think habits build identity. That's backwards. Identity builds habits. If there's no stable identity, everything you try is temporary. It doesn't matter how good the technique is. Without identity, action is just cosplay. You become a gym person for 2 weeks, a productive student for 5 days, a content creator for 3 posts, a self-improvement guy for 1 Sunday evening. You're changing costumes, not character. Every time you try to reinvent yourself, you drain energy. Identity switching is mental debt. You don't see the cost in the moment, but it's vicious over months and years. You lose trust in yourself. And when you don't trust yourself, your goals are just theater. You know exactly what this feels like. That quiet voice in your head that says, "Don't get excited. You won't keep this up." That voice is not negativity. It's accounting. It's calculating your history of abandoned identities and reminding you that they never stayed long enough to earn the right to believe in a new one. People talk about finding themselves, like identity is hidden under a rock somewhere, waiting to be discovered. No, identity is chosen, built, and defended. Identity as a decision and a contract. The reason you feel lost every couple months is simple. You've never signed anything. You've never closed the doors on the 99 other possible versions of you. You're keeping them as escape routes, safety nets, backup plans, and those backup identities are killing your real one. You're trying to live like 10 different people in your mind while acting like 0 in real life. Let's kill the fantasy. You do not need to find your passion. You need to pick a self, and then commit to it longer than your emotions want you to. A year is the minimum. A year is long enough to outlive your excuses, long enough to build proof, long enough to ruin the story you've repeated your whole life. The story that says, "I always fall off." If you can stick to one identity for 12 months, that story dies forever. You become someone new not because you tried harder, but because you finally stayed. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. Every potential identity costs something. You can't be everything. You can't try a little bit of everything. You can't keep 5 personality drafts open. If you're scared right now, good, that fear is clarity. Identity requires sacrifice. When you pick one version of yourself, you are saying goodbye to every other version, permanently. That's why people avoid commitment. It feels like killing possibilities, but those possibilities are fake. Paper lives. Imaginary characters you never stepped into anyway. You want the truth about why the most disciplined, successful, respected people seem different. It's not genetics, talent, money, or motivation. It's identity, tunnel vision. They pick a character, an actual role, and they repeat it until reality bends around it. They don't say, "I want to run." They say, "I am a runner." They don't say, "I want to create." They say, "I am a creator." Identity is a filter that makes decisions automatic. You don't negotiate with yourself every morning because negotiation is for people who haven't chosen. So here's the real conflict. You will be tempted to switch identities again the second things get uncomfortable, the second progress slows, the second someone else looks better than you. That temptation is identity decay, and that's the moment most people restart their entire life like a video game. Don't when you feel lost. That is not a sign you picked the wrong identity. It is a sign that your old identity is dying and trying to drag you back. Feeling lost is not failure. Feeling lost is identity withdrawal. The comeback is simple, but it's not easy. Pick one identity and follow it for a year. Don't perfect it. Don't overthink it. Choose it and protect it. Write it down like a job title, not something vague like "be better" or "get disciplined." Choose something you can repeat every single day without debate. Something you can measure. Something that keeps you in character. Something you continue even when you hate it. When you're tired. When nobody cares. When nobody watches. When nothing changes. When everything feels pointless, especially then. Because identity is formed in repetition, not excitement. Right now, ask yourself a question you've avoided for years. Who do you want to be a year from now? Not what do you want to have, not what you want to accomplish. The version of you that exists after 365 days of consistency will not resemble the person listening. Right now, if you choose one path and close every other door, This is the moment of resolve. You know exactly what switching identities has cost you. Ideas abandoned, projects unfinished, skills half-built, futures wasted. If you continue like this, you will repeat the same emotional cycle for the next decade. Short bursts of excitement followed by identity amnesia. You either commit to one character now, or you continue resetting your life like a broken system forever. Pick one identity, follow it for a year. No negotiation, no rebranding, no starting over. Today is the day you stop trying to become everyone and finally become someone.